Greetings, one and all. This is Lloyd Brown giving full endorsement to Stuck in Emotion, Riot Blend Radio. The station with integrity, the station with a difference. Remember me tell you, Lloyd Brown says so. Bulldozer, Stuck in Emotion, Riot Blend Radio. We now stop till we drop. Saying, bless. Greetings, one and all. This is Lloyd Brown, and you're in tune to SPRB Radio, the station with integrity. Remember me tell you, Lloyd Brown giving full endorsement to the team. Saying, so SPRB Radio, and I beg you, kick it to it. Let it go.
This is The Buzz, your music news update for the latest on your favorite artists and more. Sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com. Hello everyone, I am Pistol and this is The Buzz. In honor of Guinea's Sounds of Greatness, GSOG, 15th anniversary, Guinea's honored 7 recording studios for their tremendous contribution to the dancehall culture. Representatives of the brand visited the studios to present commemorative replicas of the iconic Guinea's harp in appreciation of the studios and their principals' contribution to culture. The 7 studios honored were Penthouse Studio, Gargamel Studios, Bobby Digital Studio, Arrows Recording Studio, Stone Love, Down Sound Records, and Jammy's Recording Studio. Reggae artist Anthony B says the collaboration Wind Me Up with Grammy-winning, multi-platinum selling American Christian music recording artist Dante Bowe came by the request of the artist and his management team. The song has moved up on the Billboard Adult R&B Airplay chart. This is Anthony B's first entry there. According to Anthony B, the response to the song has been good, and the video, which was recently completed, is expected to be released shortly. He said, quote, "Hearing that the song has entered the Billboard R&B chart is a blessed feeling, one of accomplishment for both me and Dante. This is my first time being on a Billboard R&B chart." End quote. With a career spanning more than 25 years, Anthony B has carved out a name for himself in Jamaican music circles. He has to date released more than 20 studio albums and is known for hit singles including Bad Cop, Raid the Barn, and Fire Upon Rome. The Trelawney native recently released the album Bread and Butter, his first since 2020's King in My Castle. He dubbed himself Dancehall's Gift and produced an album that was similarly titled, but when local listeners caught wind of I-Octane labeling his work a gift, the negative comments flooded in. Undaunted, he said that he's sticking by his label and said that his latest album's short-term achievements are a testament to the quality work he consistently pours out. According to the Artiste management team, in its first week of sales, Dancehall Gift managed to knock Bob Marley out of the top spot on the iTunes Top 100 Reggae Albums chart, a photo of which the artist posted on social media. I-Octane shared that he has no regrets in naming the album the way he did. He said that although the naysayers label him as cocky, he prefers the term confident and will never apologize for displaying confidence. Beenie Man missed the Far East reggae cruise because he was unable to make a connecting flight from Canada to Japan. The cruise, organized by Mighty Crown aboard the luxurious MSC Bellissima, set sail without Beenie Man on July 15th from Japan and arrived in Korea on July 20th. Top acts for the cruise included Freddie McGregor, Barrington Levi, Beenie Man, Wayne Wonder, T.O.K., Rough Cut Band, Rory Stonelove, Massive B, and DJ Puffy, among others. Dancehall artist Alkaline is mourning the passing of his father, Mr. Earl Bartley, more commonly known as Rooster. The patriarch died after battling an undisclosed illness. In an official statement, the Bartley family acknowledged the tragedy and extended gratitude for the outpouring of support thus far, while requesting privacy as they cope. Vybz Kartel and Popcorn's newly released single, Dull Color, is a laid-back yet thoughtful summer offering by the former Portmore Empire strongman, which ends a 10-year drought since the two last collaborated on a project produced by Kartel's youngest son. Iko on the beat, Dull Color serves as a reminder to be vigilant. The track, which also explores themes of corruption and violence, likely represents a turning point in the perception of Vybz Kartel and Popcorn's relationship, which has been a source of many rumors over the past years. Dull Color, released on July 14th, joins a list of other collaborations by the duo, including Clark's We Never Fear Them and Hot Grabber. Brick and Lace's Nyla was the first female Jamaican artist to have a platinum song in the United States. Light It Up Remix, her 2015 collaboration with Major Lazer and Ghanaian artist Fuse ODG, went platinum for sales and streams exceeding 1 million units in March 2017 and was later certified double platinum in September 2021 for sales and streams exceeding 2 million units in the US. I am Pistol, and that, my friend, was The Buzz. That was The Buzz, your music news update for the latest on your favorite artists and more. Sponsored by JojoMacMusic.com.
Now here's a song from our sponsor, Jojo Mac.
The Live Conversation Show.
All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Make them holler, make them go. They wanna know where I'm from. They wanna know if I have a man. They wanna know what I'm thinking. Wanna know what I'm drinking. They wanna know what I'm eating. Wanna know what it is I believe in. They wanna know how I'm living. They wanna know me. All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Makes them holler, makes them go. They wanna get close to me. They wanna know how I feel. They wanna know how I'm sleeping. They wanna know my business. They wanna be with me, have their way with me. They wanna know my secrets. They wanna know me. All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Makes them holler, makes them go. I'm a mystery. Got them in suspense like in the movie. I'm the fantasy. All up in the gas technology. They really wanna know me. All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Makes them holler, makes them go. They asked about me, who was gonna charge me? Instagram and Twitter, they know nothing about me. Wish they could call me, but I never let them close to me. I know they want me, but they'll never know me. All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Makes them holler, makes them go. I'm a mystery. Got them in suspense like in the movie. I'm the fantasy. All up in their head, neurology. They really wanna know me. All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Makes them holler, makes them go. All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Makes them holler, makes them go. All the men are talking about me. Say they like what they see, They love to see me on the road. Makes them holler, makes them go. You can touch this. You can touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Every week in England, 6 in 100 people will be diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. In the UK, over 8 million people are experiencing anxiety disorder at one time. 1 in 6 adults in the UK are experiencing depression. In 2021, stats showed that women are twice as likely to experience depression more than men. Only 15% of women receive treatment for depression, compared to only 9% of men. In 2022, stats showed that mental health was on the rise by 50% and showed that happiness of children continues to decline. Now 5 children in a class of 30 are likely to have mental health problems. 700,000 people take their lives each year. That's 1 person every 40 seconds. On average, 115 people die by suicide every week in the UK, and that's not okay. So to those who have survived, just in case you haven't realized, you are a champion. I'm 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 a champion, champion. I'm a champion. Look in my eyes, and you will see who I am, the real me. Look again, much deeper please, 'cause there's a light that sometimes sleeps. Look at my heart, look at my arms, look at my scars, look at my smile, look deep inside, look at my life. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Sampalue, you can hear me?
Yeah, my live and direct, man.
Good, good, good. And everything looking colorful. I can see you all the way down there in sunny Jamaica, not true?
Yes, man. You know, I leave a country for nothing, the island for nothing.
Aye, that's right. Let me put on my camera. The land of fresh fruit, mango, East India mango, every kind of mango you want.
Well, I want to tell you, since I East India, I'm going to just eat too, you know?
Hey, Sharon, put on your mic.
I said, oh, come on now, don't get me jealous. I wish I was there too.
Talking of mangoes.
Yes.
Here's one of the original mangoes.
I am the original Sharon Mango, sir.
Okay.
It is an honor to meet you. No, that's really my last name. It is. So, yeah.
You have a splendid last name, my dear.
Yes.
You're always in season.
You see what I'm saying? You see how the name fit? That is
They're
why
a big man.
me always in a season. Everything me there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, it's always great to have a legend in our midst, and your name has been ringing for a very long time. As a matter of fact, in my conversations with you before the show, what I haven't said to you was that I've been trying to get you on my show for the longest while. And I remember your name, which goes way back to the time where I knew an artist called Q Shandea,
Yeah.
and he went to Jamaica. And I think, you and him were working on some things, right?
Yeah, we actually the album.
The
On the
album.
book on the side. Yeah.
Right, right. Tough album as well, and here you are on our show because I've been trying to get you on for the longest while, but they say, good things happen to those who wait.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, give thanks to Kerry Lopez, because she passed out the link to.
Kerry Lopez, exactly.
Yeah.
Man,
Kerry
when
Lopez.
Kerry Lopez said, 10 stars, Sampalue? I said, of course. And the rest was history. So
man.
big respect to Kerry Lopez.
Yeah, man. Really full of respect.
Sharon, introduce yourself, my sister.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharon Mango, representing Royal Blend Productions and SBRB Radio, and we have today the greats. The legend is a legend, If nobody not tell you something, I tell you today.
Give thanks,
You are a legend, sir. The
Thank
legendary.
you.
Let me pronounce it right. Sampalue, right? Sampalue.
Sampalue, yeah.
Better known as Mr. Phillips. That's all.
Mr. Phillips, Garfield George Phillips.
There you go. You see, even the whole name is legal.
From the offspring of Mr. George Alphonse Phillips, better known as Phil Pratt. One of the legendary producers.
Icon. That man is an icon.
Icon.
What a way you're walking into your father's footsteps.
Well, you say, why said make a godfather, so we just program ourselves. We're stepping at the same steps.
It's beautiful. Wonderful. Welcome, sir. Welcome. What part of Jamaica are you in now?
Well, I'm actually at home in Plantation Heights,
Plantation Heights,
yeah,
which is
St. Andrew. Yeah.
St. Andrew. Right. Oh, how nice. Oh, I love St. Andrew too. I love it. It's so beautiful.
Fresh and cool,
Yes, it is. Fresh and cool, sir. Yeah.
Every time I see a person who's all the way down there in Jamaica, it makes me realize that I'm in the wrong place. Trust me.
I don't think you're in the wrong place. I don't think so. Sometimes circumstances carry to some other places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you find the time, you take a trip to Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. For real.
Yeah, this is true. I was
For
there a
real.
couple of months ago, but 10 Star said it right. When you go to Jamaica, it's not even when you see people. When I was there, this me, Lord God, me not the wrong place for real.
Well, I tell you what, we're gonna dig into your musical history and your background, where you came from. We're gonna take you way back, So I tell you what, I'm gonna let ladies start first. So I'm gonna let Sharon dig into your past and
Thank
we're
you.
gonna just have a back and forth conversation about your history, So Sharon, you kick it off.
Okay, so Mr. Garfield Phillips, also known as Sampalue. Again, I want to say welcome and thank you so much for taking the time to come on our show today. We so appreciate
Thanks for the platform also.
Yes, we are here to give you your flowers. In order for us to do that, we got to know your history and your journey. So we're going to start off with where you were born, your mom and dad, brothers and sisters. We'll start in that order first. Let's start with that first.
Well, mommy has transcended, lady known as Edie James, father Phil Pratt. George Phillips, better known as Phil Pratt, as one of the ace producers in Jamaica. We grew up in Hanna Town, 4 sisters, you know, 1 brother. And those are by my mother's side, you know.
Yeah.
Actually went to Shuttler Park Primary School. 1978, we took the common entrance exam. And we actually went to Wolmer's, which was a nice integration, you know what I mean? Because we leave from basically from the ghetto to kind of uptown standard school, you know what I mean? We meet a lot of people along the way. So definitely the journey was a bit rocky, but without all those glitches, I wouldn't be here to talk about it, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the whole thing. And let me cut you real quick. When we talk about the journey and the glitches, it's those glitches I want to hear about, because those glitches, as you just plainly stated, made you who you are. So you're growing up in the ghetto, say that again, what part of the ghetto did you say you were?
Hanna Town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was it like in Hanna Town at that time as a young boy?
It was nice. Hanna Town was really a nice community at the time, growing up while in primary school. But after 78, when I entered Wolmer's, 79, 80 was when you have that election there in Jamaica, which was one of the worst times.
It was terrible, the worst. Yes, sir.
You know, so the place just get away. You know what I mean? At one point I had to go to Washington Gardens just for a brief time. Stay with some families, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, we see everything. We see everything. We see people just dead. It is really petty. Some friends, we have some friends that we have grew up with there. We can say from them 15-year-old. Some of the youth them drop out, you know what I mean? And that some of those questions.
Yes.
Why sometimes I feel so bad myself, because there wasn't a time that they get a chance, you know what I mean?
Yes.
To be what they wanted to be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But there are kids like us, guys, that 15-year-old, they don't leave high school yet. You know what I mean? And all of those guys that passed were not involved in any political, was not involved in no politics, was not involved in nothing. You understand? It was just ordinary people going about their business. I remember a friend of mine who died. His name was Howard Kidd. And it was on his, I think it was just after his 18th birthday. He was actually going to join the army.
Wow.
And some shots fired on a Sunday morning. He got a shot in his knee. And when they took him to hospital, he bled to death. You know what I mean? So we go through it's a lot, you know, it's a lot for even go back to.
Right,
you know,
yes. No, just little tidbits. Yeah, but you know, it's to understand where you're coming from, which is what we want people to know. Like, we are in depth with certain things, and if certain things you don't feel comfortable speaking about.
No, man, we're all right, man. Listen, it's part of the journey. You have to speak about it. Exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Just sometimes you get a little bit emotional about some of the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But you still have to speak about it, because it's part of the journey, and it's a learning process. And some people who might just see you and see you as the person is now, you know, if you don't talk about the journey, they will not know about it.
Precisely. That's exactly why we do what we do, because people see you and, you know, see your greatness right now, but it's where you're coming from that gives the footprint of who you are. You know what I mean? So I really thank you for sharing with us that, because I do remember that time. Not so me giving me age, but I'm just saying I remember. Right? Me remember them time there, and I'm like, my God, it was not.
Listen, let me tell you something though. Oftentimes I hear the females say they don't talk about their age, but listen, it's something you must be willing to talk about. You have to be proud about your age, and it's not this woman thing.
Listen to me, Mr. Phillips. I am very proud, but Mr. Now don't give me age.
You must give it away, man, because you know what happened? A lot of people don't live to see our age.
True.
For real.
It must be something that, listen, I remember I was in New York one time, and you know, I had a baby mother then, and you know, and mommy came to the house and she was saying to me, say, oh, you why you don't dye your beard? I said, mommy, I have so many friends that has never seen one strand of gray hair. This is how I embrace myself. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to be someone else.
For real.
Over a period of time, the Almighty has blessed me for me to be able to be here and to take on a different look, you know, a different countenance. And I'm glad about it.
For
you know
real.
what I mean? So I said, listen, I would never do that.
Yeah.
I am one of the guys who never dye my beard for no reason at all. And I'm proud to say
For real.
I am 57 years old. You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah, we act like we age, you know, going like we are 25
Right.
and we feel like 25.
Right.
You know what I say?
Exactly.
For real.
Exactly. Because all like you don't look your age. You got the grays, but I know people that was graying from they were 10 years old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, true.
You know, see how the skin look good. Look how your skin look good. You look fresh.
No, when you see the texture, it's smooth and nice. Not even soap we use. It's all about water.
I see that.
Straight water, you know.
Yes,
For
sir.
real.
Yes,
Let-
yes.
let-
Let me tell you something. You just reminded me of a time when my father bought me some dye, you know. He said, listen, son, you're going grayer than me. And he actually bought me a tin of dye, you know, to dye. I said, Dad, there ain't no way I'm dyeing my hair. You know what I mean? Until this day, you know what I mean?
Listen, let me tell you something. You get so much respect for being who you are, man. Trust me,
real.
Yeah.
people really
Yeah.
embrace
I
this
call them platinum hairs, man.
Exactly. Platinum.
Yes,
Platinum.
man. Platinum, the grains
There
of
you go.
wisdom.
Yeah, man. But all things bright and beautiful, like we say, you know?
For real.
Yes. For real.
Let me take you back to school days. What did you want to become in school?
Well, when I was going to school, I wanted to be a pilot.
What? Another pilot. You're the third person, including myself, who wanted to become a pilot.
Yeah, I wanted to be a pilot.
Mm.
But let me tell you the journey of school. Now, when I was in fifth form,
Yeah.
there was an increase, right?
Mm.
There was an increase in school fee. Sorry, not school fee, but subjects.
Yeah.
And the processing fee, which at the time I think it was $54 per subject,
Yeah.
and it went to $108, and so was the entrance fee. So it was 100% increase for everything.
Right.
And I was studying 8 subjects at the time, right?
Yeah.
And we couldn't pay for them. So there's a friend of mine paid for 4 for me, Mr. Basil Intel, and I always have to call him there. You understand? So I had no chance of going to fifth form. So you know what I mean? We just have to do what we have to do at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was rough and it was good at
Right.
the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we learned so much, and what we have learned has propelled us to where we are right now. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Yeah, but going to Wolmer's, man, was the best thing in my life.
I'm with you. So stepping out of high school, what happens next?
Well, we just a road in a car, road we're going to do, we can't go that road. I go road, and then obviously we leave school 83, and then by 86, I came to England to visit my dad.
Right. So Dad was always in the UK.
Yeah, I go back and forth. The man living in England for the longest while, you know what I mean?
Right.
Big up yourself, Father Scandal. Big up yourself, Mr. Phil Pratt, original Father Scandal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so we came back to Jamaica, and then in 89 we started some production. So
Right.
I think I did my first stage show in 89 called Reggae My Artiste at the Fort Clarence Beach in Elsha.
Okay. Well, let's talk about what you did before you got to that stage, you know, because even though you say you grew up in Jamaica, your dad was in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Now, what did you know of your father musically?
Well, we know basically everything in it, because my father had a record store called Terminal Records that was downtown, Pitchan Street. That's close to where the bus terminus was.
Okay.
And they also had a record distribution at one point, Orange Street. That was 109 Orange Street. So I used to go to the record shop every Saturday. And so that's where I met Al Campbell.
Okay.
And then while at the distribution, we start learning the whole business, the calculating the records as it relates to who you're selling and how much you're selling and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we learn, I mean, the business, being around the business, you know what I mean? Yeah, we learn the business being around it.
Right. So who were the likes of the people that you were listening musically at home? What resonated with you with certain artists? What was it?
Let me tell you something now. You know, you have 9 out of 10 people until they say D-Bro and them artists. D-Bro and I'm my artist.
Who?
Yes. D-Bro, Dennis Brown is my inspiration as an artist.
Yes.
And it's like that for everybody, well, for most people, you know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah, but D-Brown, Al Campbell, because, you know, I get to know Al Campbell at the time when, you know, he was explaining a certain aspect of the business to me. But, Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, his preaching, I remember I mean Pluto Sherrington, and
you said Pluto? Yes.
Yeah.
Pluto Sherrington.
Yeah, some people probably don't remember the names of them artists.
Yeah.
You know, but,
I remember his name. Yeah,
man, there was a lot of artists who you know, we used to listen to and sing. And,
right.
At one point, JBCFM was part of my music, where you got to listen to everybody. You know, JBCFM plays the nice music, the love songs, all of them songs. So I honestly think that being at home and listening to some of the artists that were mentioned was the greatest thing for me as it related to me being a producer, different from my own one, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because, you know, just a doing thing, I mean, they are listening and watching. You know, I remember one time I came into England and gave me a guitar and said, boy, go and teach me to play this. I mean, I had to scan that. I don't know about the guitar right now. Give me a keyboard, but me head not ready for the guitar yet. So, you know, to fast forward still, I have a son by the name of Jabari, who was gone musically, you know. He has been playing music from he was 4.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, so he's basically in the music, but not in the music as a commercial player. Right. Because he's actually just not really graduate, but just got his results. So he's now a lawyer. I waited to do his bar.
Amen. Congratulations.
Yeah, so maybe big up the general every time.
Right, yeah.
Big up the mother.
Bless up yourself.
Yeah. Mother always play a role, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's big up yourself.
Amen.
Yes.
You know, can't talk like a we alone do that.
For real.
For that mother play the role, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, at some point, you left school, you're trying to figure out what you wanted to do. Music then becomes a part of your life. What's going through your mind before music became a part of? What was it a natural progression for you to step into, where they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree?
Most definitely, because you see it, you know what I mean? You see it, and it was a way, you know, where just the fact that I used to go to the record store, I listen to the music, and then I used to be around the distribution, you know what I mean? And then we see everybody, we see Al Campbell, we see Aaron Dunkley, Ken Booth, we see everybody used to come on Wolmer at the time, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, you just want to be a part of that. Everything looks so natural, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. So it becomes a part of your life. You're now in the music industry. What do you do next in order to make that a reality, to make your name known?
Well, I was in Canada. I think this was 89. No, sorry, this was 90. I was 89. I did show at 90. I was in Canada, and I was listening to a cassette at the time, and then I hear this female DJ, Frankie Paul was on the other end, and it was like a competition, a friendly competition.
Right.
So when I came to Jamaica, I started producing, so I link up like Sanchez. We did the first song with Sanchez.
Yeah.
Put in the middle of Frankie Paul, I think we had Beenie Man and thing. And so we started, going to the studio, basically.
Right. Right.
So I remember when one day while I was at the studio, Toulouse came there, a friend of mine named Toulouse.
Okay. Yeah.
Mixing and thing.
Yeah.
But while we were living in Hanna Town, I used to go to St. Anne's drum corps. I wasn't playing at the time, but I used to go there, So Toulouse was one of the members that was playing.
Right.
And then I was explaining to him that I hear this female DJ calling his name so much in the dance. And he said, you want her? And I said, yeah, because she's bad. And then he said, all right. Lady said she didn't even go fair and come back,
Right.
And so we started with Sanchez and some other people.
Right.
Then listening to Lady Star in Canada, we know that she was already a star, definitely.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we started producing and then we become Lady Star manager and all the rest of things there.
Right.
That goes with it,
So before you started producing, what measures did you take to get to that stage, or was it just an inborn concept?
It's not. Well, it's not much. It's not much steps to take. It's just that you want to find yourself in the studio, get some musicians. We started out with a group called Cornerstone. They were playing the music until
I know of them. Yeah.
I mean? So it was actually booking some studio time and getting some musicians. Sorry, and they go in the studio and listen to what was being played and say, okay, well, I like this, I like this.
Right.
Put this into it and take out that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because the process is just natural, if you are inclined musically.
Having a good ear for music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I can't really play per se, but I can listen and tell us that this is not right. We still know all the keys.
Right.
Right. Which is something. So at the same time, what we try to do too is get the best musicians then when they go into studio to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so that's how I started.
So now you have Lady Soul in your stable, right?
Yeah.
What was that like? I mean, we're talking about the queen of dancehall.
The legend.
Living legend, we must say.
Living legend. Yes.
Yeah.
What was it like working with her?
Well, honestly, it was very, very easy because I remember the first song we did with Lady Star.
Say that one more time. I think your phone is ringing off, right?
Yeah, your phone's ringing, yeah.
Okay, the first song we did with Lady Star, it took her the time that we start while we're going to press the
record.
Okay, yeah. You got a call coming in. You'll have to start again.
Okay, it took that time about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. That's what it took for her to record her first song. When we say red light, that was it.
Wow.
She was really inclined musically. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man, she was ready.
And how did that song do on the charts?
Well, you know what? That song has never been released up until today.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, we still have it. Never. Because we do so much bad song after that. But, sometimes I like to release it, but I can't do that now because she's at a different part, you know what I mean? I would not violate her artist.
I see where you're coming from. Right.
Not violate her artist,
Right.
Take a different step and then we are support her in every aspect of what she do.
Right. So, and then what else did you do with Lady Soul? You did more music, right?
Yeah, but Lady Soul's first 2 albums, I actually produced them. Find a Good Man.
Okay.
That was her first big radio song.
Right.
And then the other album was Give Me a Reason.
Give Me a Reason.
Just give me a reason. Yeah, so those 2 first albums produced by myself and the Diamond School.
Right. Sharon, don't let me hug up the mic, because you're not gonna get it,
Well, this is true. I know. I was being patient since I was organic.
Ignore me. That was a joke. Go on.
Okay, so we got into Lady Saw, then Sanchez. How did you get involved with Sanchez?
Okay. I know I actually knew where Sanchez was living at the time, you know.
Okay.
And so I went by his house and sing, and you know, I actually spoke to him about doing some recording for me. So he came to the studio. I think and that day I had to run to somewhere while we were in the studio. And so a friend of mine who was part of the production, Richard here, actually was there while Sanchez was recording the two songs. And when I came, I was blown away.
His vocals.
Yeah, so yeah. Sanchez, bad.
So let me ask you now, with a lot of, I'm going to come back to Sanchez, but in music on a whole, when you're in the production, who was given the ideas? Is it the musicians that's coming up with the music? Is it you that's had that, you know, like you had the rhythm in the, you know, rhythm in your mind and you like projected it to them? Like, how does that happen for you?
Well, in the beginning, what we did was to call the acclaimed musicians, you know what I mean, like Sly and Robbie, you know. So when I said like, okay, I need a rhythm sounding like this, you know, Sly would have just make that feel, you know what I mean. Robbie played the bass line, and so now the artist basically listen to what was being played and find a song, you know what I mean. Initially, that was what was being done. Until, you know, the more we get into the thing, we create ideas as to what we'd like to hear, you know, and what we'd like the artist to do in terms of lyrical content, you know. So it was a stage from the onset as to where we started out, listening to other people making the music, until we actually started instructing other people to play the music as to what we want.
Okay, right. Because I know I always ask that question for somebody who's producing into that aspect of the music, because I know it. Okay, so in my household now, I spoke of Royal Blend Productions. My husband is really the musician. I was the singer. We've been doing the bands and doing this for many years. But when I watch the production, though, I mean, he does everything. He plays just about every single instrument, right? It's the idea. Sometimes I see or I hear a bass line, and I'm like, oh, I could hear this, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe you'll go on the keyboards and do that. And then so that's why I asked for you, how does that work? You know what I mean? I know what the process is, and it's a beautiful process. I love it. I love it.
It is. And
yeah.
And when you have a different set of musicians who come together to make it work, trust me, the ideas them sometimes
it's beautiful.
It is it's beautiful, you know.
It's a very beautiful thing, and I think that, you know, I think even me, like, I had a musician friend come what we were doing, and they were like, I want to get down. Of course you are, because you know it's do this together, right? When the musicians and artists are coming together, it's the camaraderie of it all. Coming together, everybody's opinion matters. You know what I mean? Your little input, it's not you hogging the music. You respectably respect who's coming to, like, what you think? Yeah, I like that idea, you know what I mean? That's somewhat missing as well. People hog everything, you know what I'm saying?
Well, for now, with all that is happening in the music, is a little bit different, because sometimes you find one person just playing everything, you know, one person playing everything. And to me, sometimes it can be good enough, but I figured over a period of time, just through observation, you see all the ideas with different musicians complement each other, and it makes some perfect rhythms, you know, where it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
You know, that's why you know, that's my reasoning for what I'm saying. It's just beautiful when everybody comes together. Everybody wins. You know what I mean? I love to see people come together. It's just lacking in a lot of things. And quite evidently, you were still in that mindset of, yeah, man, what you have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, we always, listen, as long as we are going into the studio to produce any songs, call in the musicians then, because remember, you know, these musicians are very acclaimed musicians. You know, they have been playing from, some of them have been playing from they were teenagers. You know what I mean? And they're all in their 50s and 60s and 70s, some of them. So, you know, if I hear a sound in my head and I cannot replicate that sound, I can say, okay, let me say a Robbie Lynn as a keyboard player. I can say, Robbie, you know, I hear something like this, and then them go up on the keyboard and them start and say, yeah, man, you put it a little bit more like that, and then, you know what I mean? So we always get the best musicians then who can actually replicate what you are hearing. You know what I mean? As to say, and then sometimes just your ideas alone, you know, you just hear something, and you know, man, play something and say, yeah, man, like that sound there, like that sound there. They just say, yeah, do it like that, you know. So, you know, it's fun when you have a different set of musicians, you know, playing on the same track. It's always fun.
It's fun. It's a beautiful thing. So, what was your first hit song?
My first. All right. I could have said Lady Side. Okay, well, let me say Lady Side. She had the first major radio hit was Find a Good Man. But in the dance style, it was still Lady Side with that song named Stab Up the Meat. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then Sanchez did a song at the same Find a Good Man day, I Just Love You. Right? It was a cover version. And then Beenie Man did a combination and the same thing that we call No Left Me. And those two songs were songs that was playing everywhere, you know what I mean? So, you know, we also had Ghost and one of the rhythms that we started with two rhythms. The one that Sanchez was on I Just Love You. We had Ghost and some other artists that was on the rhythm, you know. But we started very good, you know. We started very good.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, we started very good some songs, man, you know. And Lady Side was just making the rounds, and you know, it was so much fun at the time, you know what I mean? Because let me tell you, from Thursday, especially when we did it, the Give Me a Reason album, every Thursday we were somewhere other than Jamaica.
Wow.
Different state, different island, you know what I mean? Just going about doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and coming back, and when they repeat the cycle and over a period of time, for the longest while.
Wow. So you really helped to put her on the map, big time.
Yeah, man. Well, you know what I mean? What Lady Side wanted was a support, because like I said, to me, listen to Lady Side the first time on a cassette, she was already a star. She just wanted to be out there. You know what I mean? So that is where we came in. And then, you know, along the line, along the way, we actually give some directives as to what we do, you know, some of the things. You know, everybody come in and we grow, everybody grow together, you know.
Right.
And sometimes we're pitching like an idea, like a thing. And,
whose idea was it with the lyrical content?
Of which song?
Or maybe some of the raunchy stuff she had done.
No, man, there's a Lady Side, man. Lady Side,
that's all her. Okay. That's for sure.
Lady Side, bad like that, man. Lady Side, the baddest thing when it comes to them kind of songs. Just
you can't stop her.
Well, Lady Side, bad, man. Lady Side, bad.
Okay. Yeah. So as you forward now, you why did your association with her come to an end?
No, well. If you're talking about production, because Lady Side is still my friend, you know. We still, even the last album I did, there's a song that I did for my mom, and we actually did that song together, and that song was on my first. That song is on my first album.
Right.
So I know she's in Jamaica. We spoke, I think, day before yesterday, but prior to that, we spoke about doing some work when she came. You know, I asked her. To produce 2 songs in the next album, and you know, she said when she come to Jamaica. So, you know, we I mean, ladies are never gone away, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because we still live like that, you know? We still live like respectfully all the time.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
my friend.
Right.
Yeah.
And so as you progress from Lady Soul, at some point, I do believe from reading your bio, you had an association with Dennis Brown.
Well, you know, I met Dennis Brown while I was in London.
Okay.
He came to my father's restaurant one day.
Right.
You know? And then, you know, me and my father said, "Why want Sam Brown?"
And we're talking about Alsden now, right?
In Alsden, Scandal's restaurant.
Alsden, listen, before you go any further, Starkey Bantan said, bless up yourself.
Oh, Starkey, big up yourself, my friend, man, a long time, man. See, because nobody know the traveling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
yes,
so massive. So yeah, go ahead.
So at the time now, you know, my dad introduced me to Debo. So I said to him, say, Scandal, so what you call him? Sam Brown. I mean, Dennis Brown, I never heard anybody call him Sam Brown. So I'm joking, they say, yes, I'm 5 sell me, you know. But you know, we exchange numbers and thing, you know.
Yeah,
we exchange numbers. And you know, I mean, you know, at the time I was asking my dad if he had an album with him, and he said, "Oh, I know, so I have what about 2 or 3 songs that I did with Dave Brown and you know." So,
right.
So when I came to Jamaica now, I think it was like probably about 6 months after I started writing some songs, you know. And one day I called Dave Brown and I said to him, "You know, I made this some work." And I said, "Yeah, I said, younger film, man. Yeah, man, anytime, man." Yeah. So I went by Gussie Clark's studio.
Okay.
Music Works, and I asked the guy there, the security bridge, to give him a call and him come. And when him come, you know, him just take the book from me and go into the studio and him, you know. Is there a choice to be living in a world like this? That's it.
Wow.
But listen, it took about 5 minutes to do that song, right? I would have come out and said to me, say, "Yo, album of you know." I mean, I said, "What? Yeah, man, anything with it." Because we did write some whole songs, and so you know, that was the genesis of me and Dennis Brown. So we actually recorded the album together, and you know, in pause shortly after that. But I remember one night I went to check him, you know, he called me and I went to check him and you know, I gave him some money, you know. And he said to me, he said, "Boy, Lou, this when me I sing, you know, I sing from the heart, you know, for you all the time, you know." And Sly, I remember used to always ask me all the time, especially Sly, he said, "Sampalue, where you get people that sing for you like that?" So I said, when him tell me saying I sing for them art, and plus I'm here at the song, and I said, "Boy, Charles, yeah, Debo must hold the eye up. You must have a certain amount of respect for you, you know what I mean?" Yeah. So, you know, we had a nice vibe going, man, but when, you know, when Debo passed 99, man, it was just for me.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal because we actually spoke about doing a tour on the album. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a big deal. But I definitely have some plans for next year with that album. You know, it was released in France, but I think I want to get some artists and do like a few combinations.
Okay, collaborations.
Yeah, and make sure because next year is going to be the 25th anniversary.
Okay.
So time flies so fast, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about putting out that project.
That'd be great.
Yeah, for next year, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely. That will be great. 25 years already.
25 years already.
Wow. I was just there calculating in my head because I remember it so well, you know. Yeah. And Dennis Brown used to frequent Alsden and then place there. Him and Gregory Isaacs and the rest of them. Yeah. As we all know, they had a residence here in the UK. Yes. But we pray for their soul to rest in peace. So you're one of the fortunate ones to work with the Crown Prince.
Yes.
That's a memory of a lifetime, you know.
To me, that is the highest point in my career so far.
Oh, Jesus. I can imagine.
It has to be because I saw him. I'm in the States at present, and believe me, when I saw him for the first time, and I'm going back and forth to England. I was born and raised in England. I never got to see Dennis Brown perform. I never. I'm ever wait to me emigrate. left comma US.
Right.
Right here in Jersey at this club in Jersey. He was there with Gregory Isaacs. And I just, when he came out, before he came out, you know, he usually starts with Love and Hate, right? Before he hit the stage, Love and Hate, right? He's coming out, Mr. Ball. When I said him cry, his voice was so impeccable. Like you thought they were playing, you thought they were playing the record before he came out. Dennis, I cried. I was right by the stage. I had to be close to this man. He is one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, Jesus.
The greatest of all time.
You know, when you look at them, man, there's like looking at a God-like figure in real time.
And he came out in white as well. This been love.
Yeah.
Mabal. What?
Yeah, beautiful soul is, man.
He was a
we pray for him to rest in peace. And I'll be looking out for that album if you do a collaborate. What's the name of the album again? The original album you did?
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life. I gotta go check that out. Because I have a world of Dennis Brown in my catalog and I have to go seek that one out. You know what I mean? Tell me what it was like as we proceed. Tell me what it was like working with Cushion there, because I've always said that he is one of our most underrated artists within our industry. I don't know if you share the same view, but what is your take on that?
Yeah, man, definitely. I met Cushion through a friend of mine who was actually part of what we was doing at the time with Ladies from that time, you know. So he was in St. Lucia when he came. He was telling me about Cushion. You know, so Cushion came in Jamaica and I was introduced to him by a person of mine, you know, Yogi and things. So I said to him, so listen, let me try and get you on a Rebel Salute, you know what I mean? So I spoke to, I sent Yogi to talk to Tony Rebel, and you know, it was all sorted out. And so when we went to the launch, because he actually performed at the launch, you know. And I said to him, I said, listen, I need you to sing up here and cry, because that is something that resonated with most of the people, and the response was nice. And then, you know, initially, you know, I wasn't interested in doing an album, you know. But I said, no, the Virgin have a nice voice, him have a nice everything, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, humble, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so Cushion was staying at the same house where I am now for about 6 to 7 months. He was in Jamaica and we were doing the album Mixing Lab. So, you know, but he's a very good writer. He's a very, very good singer too. Very good singer. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's actually in Ghana now because he moved to Ghana, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
I saw him a couple of weeks ago. He did a show there, and I said to him, I said, Papa, listen, I figure Ghana is the best place for you. This time he was around this western part of the world, and then he start talking about it, and he said to me, say, boy, can you imagine this? I said, what? He said, we get a place for $2,000 a 3-bedroom house in Ghana. Nice place. Can you show me the place and say, this is what we pay for the whole year compared to the pay this for 1 month in America.
Imagine. And New York is very expensive, you know.
Very, very, very expensive.
Very expensive.
Very, very expensive. But Cushion is a very, very good artist. You know, I honestly expect the best thing happening for him in Ghana where he is right. You know what I mean?
Because you did that song with him, Everything Turn Up, right?
Yes, we actually did that song as one of the festival entries. I think that was in 2010.
Right, that's right.
And so
Yeah,
we
man.
actually came second in the festival with that song.
Right.
You know, to me, I think that was the best song for the festival, because after that,
For real.
I hear so much song where people have said this a turn up,
Turn up, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. For
So
real.
the influence of the song was profound, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a neat little video that came after it as well. So
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
just came in neatly, you know.
Yeah. Appreciate this
Okay.
video.
So at some point, after working with so many, even Marcia, listen, you have to talk about Marcia Griffiths
You have
before
to
we
talk
start
about
talking about
Marcia.
you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
listen, I have a nice album with Marcia Griffiths. And
Mm,
you know what? Last week we were actually in studio, right?
right.
Myself, Marcia, and Clive one, right?
Okay.
Clive one is one of the ace producers there in Jamaica, as Dennis Boy rightly call him, Jamaica Quincy Jones, you know, one of the baddest
Right.
producers. See it? But we spoke about well, Clive had called me prior to this vibe, yeah, and wanted Omi, that is specialist recording artist. He wanted Omi to write a song for Marcia.
Okay.
And so then I spoke to specialists, and you know we're close, so everything was basically done. Clive actually gave me the rhythm and I sent it to him, and then Omi wrote the song and sent it back and thing. So Marcia was so excited when she came and hear this song. She said, Sampalue, we can't believe say you the daily season we got by behalf. I said, Marcia, we don't love no lose, no way I tell you, we don't last love no way. You just understand, so we understand your thing, and they're going to always do what they have to do. So now, she was doing like a rough vocals of the song, you know. I think a rough recording, and you know, so Clive could put on the horns and whatever. And then now, we're also thinking about one of the probably a Shaggy or a Sean Paul with a combination. Because a nice. I think we would say it's part two of her song that she did with Bonnie Wheeler, right?
Yeah.
So Electric Slide. So you know, we do is a dance song.
Right.
But I said to Clive, I said, Clive, you know what? The reference voice that Omi sent sounds so nice. You know what I mean? It sounds so good. So I said, why don't we talk to specialists about Omi doing the song with Marcia? And then I called a specialist and he said, hey, man, do you know anything somebody like that, man? So now we're looking to do this song now, do the combination with the younger and the older generation. So Marcia,
yes,
you know what I mean?
love that.
Nice. It's a very, very nice song. I have to talk about it. Nice.
Right. How does the song go again?
You know, so much thing in my head, but it's just a nice dance song, you know what I mean? And it sounds so.
Are we talking about Electric Boogie?
No. This is basically the part two of Electric Boogie. That's all we see.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
so it's still a dance song like Electric Boogie.
Right.
You know,
right,
and that's what we wanted to do. You know, is to get another song like that Marcia did for so long, and it still is one of the most requested songs in the United States.
Wow.
Electric Boogie. Yeah.
It's true. I went.
It's Electric Boogie.
I just went to a function. It don't never leave.
Don't, because you know what? A few years ago, I was in I think I was in Rochester. And there was something on the radio, and they were talking about Electric Boogie, and they say it was the third most requested song in the United States.
Wow.
Third most requested song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
that song is like everybody's wedding.
Oh wow. I mean,
so we have an album with Marcia Griffiths that we did a few years ago, still not released as yet. We have one with Luciano, still not released as yet, but you know, because right now, to me, I want to get myself out there in the music like that as an artist, and we're coming to that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But first and foremost, why haven't you put those albums out?
Well, we really want to get the conviction of the artist when we put it the album, and we have to wait until that is there. So we know a structure is there as it relates to promoting and marketing. We just don't want to put it the album. We say we have a basket album, but it's out there. We need the artist to be behind the project.
I'm with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you at some point have come to a point where you started singing yourself. Now, I never knew you as a singer at all, right? But in my conversations with you quite recently, you say, yeah, man, I do a couple tunes. I say, wait, you've been singing? You? Wait, but you're the producer, right? So I was trying to get my head around it. How did that come about? What was going in your cranium that made you say, I want to start singing?
Is a number of factors, you know. I mean, one of them is that at my mom's 70th birthday, we did a party for a year, you know. So Jimmy Riley was here, Lady G was here, and Crucian Day was here at the same time, you know.
Okay.
And so I actually commissioned a band to play some live music. And then I was singing Dennis Brown. I was singing to Dennis Brown for my mama. My sister said to me after everything, she said, Sampalue, why not sing some song? Are you so like you going to sing some song, man? I would say, yeah. All right, I'm gonna take it on and think. And she should know. I remember I think it was the day before. The day before I was downstairs, you know, rehearsing the song. And Cushion said to me, said, Papa, you know, just hear you go off and correct yourself. And he said, no man, he said, listen, we hear all the big artists are singing and them can't correct themselves if them go off key. I mean, hear you do that. See?
Yeah.
So he said, no, Papa, man, you sing some song, man. Seriously, man, sing some song. And then start say, hey, there was a DJ that the boss when they were all brother. So he said, you know why you have the fear, man. So Cushion know as my virtue, as my artist and everything more time, you know, I said, yo, give me some points, man, and then start, you know, like the hold some note and like show me some things. I mean, I say, yeah, and then start practice. And I remember one time I spoke to Luciano. And I said, Lucian, remember, no, we have a, I think this was at the time, he had just gone through some trial about an incident that took place at his house, you know, a guy was killed and thing. And I said to him, listen, you need to the paper to, you know, because you have been exonerated, you need to do all that. But this is a song that we need to put it right away. It says, evil forces are rising, the wicked keep fighting, but the children are rising. You can't keep a good man down. I'm saying, Papa, no, sir, you sing, man. We had it to me. He said to you, if you start sing some song too, you know, because, you know, me and Luciano come from far, you know. So he said to me, he said, listen, you know, you have to walk a morning time, you know. He said, so when you walk, just sing. He said, when you run, just sing. If you jump up and down, just sing. He said, you have control when you start with that.
You know, I really thought that.
I'm taking my advice and trust me.
Yeah.
Even some people hear me and say, so why never sing from long time?
Yeah.
I said, boy, you know, if you sing from long time, some of the people will come out the road who didn't get the opportunity because probably that sing and they will not produce lyrics, I would not do some song with some people where become some song for them, you know what I mean? So, you know, I said, this is like when the time comes, it's just your time, you know what I mean? Yeah. You have to answer to your call when it comes. Yeah. You know, so, you know, with the on the trailer, I sing.
Yes.
Yeah, with the on the trailer, sing and it feel good, you know what I mean? It really, really feel good.
So let me ask you this quick question before we talk about your first single that I know you're very passionate about. Now, is music for you fun, recreation, or is it a mission? Or is it a bit of both?
It's all of the above. All of the above. Okay. You know, I think right now I am most happiest doing this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
every day I try to tell people them things. I say I feel so comfortable at this right now. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just nice, me being myself, because you know, like I said, when you get the calling and you want to do something, it don't, in the sense you don't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And me writing songs for so many different artists and all of that, I say, oh man, let me sing some song, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's fun, is you know, it's recreation, is everything.
So when you look at our industry today with, you know, the inclusion of you now joining the industry, what do you hear and see with your eyes and your ears?
Well, the first thing we hear, everybody keeps saying, why you never do this for the longest while? You know what I mean? Why you never do this for the longest while? I mean, I went to an event a couple of months ago in Westmoreland. It was myself, President Brown, and soon tell the other person there. But it was so much fun. That's when I came off the stage. Admiral Tibbet was the other artist. Admiral Tibbet came to me and said, "Best of yourself, singer." And I said, "Well, that's all too bad."
Yeah.
Because at least you know, the president will acknowledge the thing, you know what I mean? The president who grew up as a singer's youth too, and you know, and them come and acknowledge it. Is that like come and say, "Why singer?" You know, saying they say, you know, that we get that kind of vibe from some of the people who take constructive criticism all the time. You know what I mean? Because you know, that is what changes your perspective. If you can listen to somebody who is still the right thing to do, and then you follow, you know, you follow the instruction and do it, you know. But you know, separate and apart from that now is with the younger generation, you know, we still find some other opportunity where boys the channels there, I know, but I love me do a combination. So, you know, say, you know, something happen, you know what I mean? And it's such a joy, you know, it's such a joy, boy.
Well, I tell you what, Sharon Mango and I have put a video together. Well, it's a video that is out there already. And I want to play a bit of that. And it's got Sampalue singing all things bright and beautiful. Man, you know, just hearing that song took me back to a time when, you know, the particular songs, you'd only hear it from specific artists. Like, you know, you hear a John Holt singing a particular song which kind of resonates with his vibration, right? And then here comes you with this. And take a listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to take time to big up all the people in our comment section. Who do we have in the comments before we play it? Sharon, can you see them?
Queen Hillary, Radcliffe Clark, Niger Music. We got
Mark Reed.
Yes.
Antoinette.
Antoinette just now. Just Antoinette Myers, Mark Reed, Nigel. Yeah.
Everybody who's in the comment section, whether it's here or Facebook or YouTube.
Antoinette Myers, hello friend. It's Strikey. Yeah, go on, sing, walk and run, just sing. That's your Shanti. Yes. Yeah.
So let's play this video. We're going to play just a couple bars. We're not going to play the whole video. You can go check it out on YouTube. This is Sampalue.
Heavenly Father, all I ask for.
All right, here we go again.
Heavenly Father, all I ask for is to bless me in wise words and melodies, so I can feed and teach those that hunger and thirst for righteousness. The morning brightness rose the light, Jah, you've waked me up from sleep. Father, I own thy love alone, thy little one doth keep. All through the day I humbly pray, be thou my guardian guide. My sins forgive and let me live, Rastafari place my sight. Give thanks for all things right and beautiful. all creatures great and small, and all things wise and wonderful. Rastafari made them all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, and all things wise and wonderful. Rastafari made them all.
There you have it. There you have it. Little glitches along the way. That's StreamYard for you. But I love that video. Every time I've been watching it since you introduced me to that song, it's been making me look at ticket prices. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I said, man, I need some of that greenery, some of that exotic. You know what I mean? It's like you don't realize where you are, my friend. You're in the land of paradise. You know that.
Definitely. I've been here. I've been in Jamaica from. I left New York from the 30th of December, 2019. I've been in Jamaica from then since. You know what I mean? I've not traveled from that time until now. And I'm just enjoying some of the work I put in. You know, and just being in Jamaica, being at home. There's no better feeling than that.
Yeah.
It is
Sharon.
amazing. I'm just reiterating. It is the most. I was there a couple of months back. I think it's me different every time, right? It's just one of the greatest feelings knowing that's a part of your heritage, right? I was born in England, so but I embrace my culture. My parents are Jamaican, of course.
Yep.
And from you're young, they took us there from when we were young until this day. It hits different. It's just very, regardless of even what's going on. I mean, it's sad to know that some of the young ones coming up, they're not appreciative of where they are. And unfortunately, have taken advantage of unnecessary stupidity. But Jamaica, me not care what anybody wants to say.
Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, land we love.
I love it. All of it. It's just, it was just so, this last time hit me different. I don't want to go home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just, the people were beautiful. And my family's, maybe them is too big, but them big. And it was just being around that and the greenery and, oh my God, you walk down the street, just grab a mango, you just, it's, you know what I'm saying? I live here in New York and New Jersey. You ain't, I mean, you're around the greenery, yeah. Where is green? I see mango, I see breadfruit, I see the ackee tree without none of that.
Yeah, well, it's like Jonah Reed said, New York nice within the summertime, but Jamaica nice every time.
For real.
Every time.
Every time Jamaica nice. So remember me tell us, you know, Jamaica is the place to be.
It really, really is. And of course it does you wonders. So tell me about my beautiful little queen, Kerry Lopez. Talk to me about Kerry Lopez. Because Kerry Lopez,
let me tell you about Kerry Lopez now. Kerry Lopez is a bad female artist. Let me say bad. I know say we have that something in a way where we can't listen to the people. Kerry Lopez, bad. Like bad.
Yeah.
And, she I mean we came into a space just by accident, you know what I mean? Well, that's an accident. That's by chance. See, and she has been my friend from then till now, you know. She actually, even that video, she actually introduced me to the Bridget who actually shoot the video.
Right.
And so, you know, we have a song now, we made a record, and it's my friend. We love her like life.
Yeah.
He's my friend. And next week Tuesday now, well, I'm supposed to be on Cool FM. There's a live Tuesday thing. And then the young lady called me yesterday and said to me, we have a space where you have anybody else. And I said, yeah, man, Kerry Lopez. I said, what kind of song you sing? I'm she was saying, dearest daddy, I love you so. And so she said, all right, try and get to her. I said, listen, just put her up on the bill. She good. Me and her are a friend like that. Once we call her, because she's into what we're into. She's into music. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, but I'm a friend, man. Me and I did for the set block every so often. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, great artist, and we can expect great things from Kerry Lopez. Great things. It's one of to me, it's one of the rising stars that coming out of Jamaica.
Big time, because you know what it is. So, what it is with Kerry Lopez that I love and respect about this woman is, while she's coming up, she's still stretching out her hand to help others. Right? That's what she's doing it from her heart. She's not just in it like, well, let me get yourself first. Or while she's rising, she is still looking and helping people. And that is a beautiful gift to have.
It is, because most people don't think like
that. No, I do not. That one I know.
Yes, it is also rare. It is very, very rare, because most people think about themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's only a handful.
And that is one of the things that I've seen in her, and you know, I really truly embrace her from that time. You know, she got me dearest daddy when she ready to do that. So I want dearest daddy. I mean, some boy I want my daddy there. You know what I mean, daddy right there. She come back and look at that, you know. Yeah, we love Kerry, man. Kerry have a nice energy, man.
Any chance we get, we pick her up. Anyway, we are.
Big up yourself, Miss Lopez, man. Anyway, you know?
I know she was on here. I don't know if she's still on here, but I know that she was. But I just want her to know that she is loved and respected. SBRB loves her and respects this amazing woman. And people better start recognizing, because there is only a handful of women like her, young women like her. There is literally a handful, and you can drop off a couple of fingers too. A handful.
I've been doing some work with Kerry, man, so I know, you know, we're staying close together as artists, you know what I mean? Because you know, like the people who really look out for other people, not just themselves.
It's not just themselves. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think that's the
beautiful thing. Big up yourself again, Kerry Lopez, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Next week, Tuesday, we are live at Cool FM, myself and Kerry Lopez.
Wow.
And I leave you inch, you know, mama. See, big artist.
We love that. I'm gonna have to tune in. I'm gonna have to tune into that one. I'm gonna have to tune in, right? Because that's in Jamaica. Yeah, I'll find it. No worries.
Cool FM.
The best of Kerry Lopez is yet to be unearthed. You know?
Exactly. Exactly. Just
Now you two, you have a brilliant album which is called what is it? Straight Out of Hanna Town?
Straight Out of Hanna Town. Yeah.
Right. Tell me about the concept of that album. What did you want to achieve from that album?
Well, it's my first album. I just wanted to make myself known that this is what I'm about to do. This is my journey, starting my journey as an artist now. Although I'm still producing, because most, if not all, I did produce, you know, the songs and but it's a stepping stone for me. You know what I mean? We're actually recording the next album now. Although the first one, which is Straight to the Hanna Town, it didn't get all the promotion that it needed, just because when it was released, it was COVID at the time. Just after that, the COVID hit, and you don't know, everything just locked down, you know what I mean? So we're still doing videos. A matter of fact, we have probably about 3 videos from that album. And the video that we just did, which is Artiste Bright and Beautiful, is from the upcoming album. Titled Unmistakably, because you know, we from Straight to the Hanna Town to the Unmistakable Voice of Sampalue. We want people to know that this is the part that I have chosen. You know what I mean? I'm sticking with it. So whenever you hear anything, you can say, yeah, man, I had a rough voice to the Sampalue. This rough voice is here. I ain't not doing this. Don't make no mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. You know, what one thing I love is that you lick back some classic rhythms, man. You do not know how much I love this song called Make It Easy on Yourself. Oh my God.
I don't think you love it more than me, because it's there's so much thing.
No, sir, you couldn't.
Listen, let me tell you something. Well, All right, being in Hanna Town, right? Being in Hanna Town and, you know, just being a part of Hanna Town, we understand that, you know, the youth them have only part of our respect for slavery, you know?
Yeah.
And then we have said, boy, this song would have been a nice song as to Porter, we're giving some advice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the bridging them, for, you know, make it easy on themselves and try to do the best thing. You know, and I remember I did that song at a Dennis Brown concert at the waterfront, right? And Light Parks is actually backing. And I remember the response was tremendous. You know what I mean? So I try to remember the bridge that was actually blowing the trumpet. When he came off stage, he come to me and said, Sampalue, you know, so when Dennis Brown and then Will sang with you. I say, and he said, no man, I don't joke thing. The man said, yo, the way you do that song there, D-Board pro that you and I'm grave. See, him say, I hear song that, so anywhere you go, perform that song there. And so we actually put it on the album, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Very nice song, man. I love it so much, but dear to me, man. I give the fact that I and D-Board was so close. You know what I mean?
Tell you did a great job on it.
Yes, you did.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks.
Let me also say to everybody else who's ever done a cut on it, I love everybody's version, you know. But this one is also a brilliant version, which is going to be around for a long time, people. I'm just going to play a few snippets of that tune.
I was about to say, you have to play it.
Take it easy on yourself. Fighting your brothers every day doesn't make no sense at all. You walk down the road, you see an innocent man, you rob and stab and shoot him down. And when you think it's peace, it's defeat, it's all destruction.
Murder.
The Lord seeks and finds your trade, and they are gonna cut you down.
So it's just sing the punchline if you know it. So my brethren, take it easy on yourself. He's out.
By the way,
Sampalue.
something that's constructive.
The Live Conversation Show.
Oh my God, Sampalue, when you get me in the mood, you know, you turn me into a madman.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm saying, listen, I just want to say this. Listen, I don't know when you thought you could have sing, if nobody told you could have sing, but when you discovered that you could sing, I have to ask you, were you nervous that people would receive you? I don't know. One of them.
No.
What was your mindset like? Did you I have to get this all out because Mina knows, I don't think you know. Mina think you know how good it is.
No, look, I tell you something. No, seriously. I remember I did a jerk festival in New York, right? And that was the first time singing like that. And dear, a friend of mine, wife came up to me and she said to me, say, Sampalue, no sir, you know what the manager? You know what that manager? I mean, I said, yeah man, and she started laughing. I said to me, say, why? There's nothing nervous about you. I don't even see one bone will look like. I mean, I said, no, mommy, I've been doing behind the scenes with ladies for so long. You know, yeah. So we grew up in the whole vibe of the thing. You can't be nervous about singing. I have never gone through any stage where I feel like we're nervous. We just want to go sing. Listen, yeah. 2018, I did Rasta Fest in Toronto, Canada, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when I went there, you know, there was this lady called Nana McLean, and she was singing. And you know, she's a Canadian, so she had the place rocking. And now she said, I need a few more minutes because I have some songs, you know, a medley that I want to do.
Right.
We were pressing for time, really, because there was Mighty Diamonds on the show. Johnny Clark was the two Mighty Diamonds and Johnny Clark was the two main act. And they didn't perform as yet, and the time was about an hour. So we were pressed for time. And then after she finished, I remember listening to some other people as a record producer, as part of the audience wherever I go to watch a show. And them say, why? If he cold, I go behind them people is killing me. I want to jump in the hole, you know. Because what she left me on the sun. And listen, when I went on the stage, you know, I rehearsed 5 songs, but because they were pressing for time, I only do 2 songs. You know what I did? 2 Dennis Brown songs. Should I? And make it easy on myself. I remember, I didn't remember that Nana McLean was before me. I didn't remember that because the response from the crowd was 2 times me have to wheel them up and come again.
Wow.
You understand? So to me, I've never thought about being nervous going on a stage. I don't know about that.
So you knew you were in the right place.
It's the right place, the right
definitely
time.
the right time.
It's the right time. The thing is that even for some people, if they're coming out now, you've been behind the scenes so long,
Definitely.
You're helping other people. And again, it's something that you said, and it's the truth. When you get the call and you have to take it.
You have to take it.
You have to.
You have to
put everything. You literally have to put everything down for 1 second and take your call. Answer the call. Answer your call, and as soon as you did, doors is flying off for your ass because listen.
Stepping into greatness.
You just listen. You're living in your greatness right now. You're living in your purpose.
Thank you very much, my dear. I really appreciate
you
that.
You were supposed to help. You did what you were supposed to do. Now you're living in your true purpose.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, I had to, once I heard that, because you sent me a couple of songs, you know.
Yeah, I have them too. Yeah.
And I had to go investigate. How comes I haven't seen your name on the circuit anywhere? Because I buy music regular.
Yeah, me too.
And then I realized, you know, because I've seen your name spelled as Sampalue, Loo. Stamp.
Yeah, that's one of the problems.
I never associated it with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I went out and actually bought that album straight out to Hanna Town, and it's a brilliant album. I encourage everyone to get themselves a copy if you haven't got yourself a copy.
Do. Yes.
Yeah.
You haven't got a copy, listen, this is almost like a reincarnation of Dennis Brown. He would have been so proud.
And listen, I know, listen, I am so blessed for someone to tell me that we are in the same category. You know what I mean?
I'm afraid you can't even take that. Look, you can't make that up. You literally are.
You're up there, man.
You are up there, man. It's just the soulfulness.
Yeah.
Dennis Brown had a soulfulness, and he said he's from his heart. When you're singing, even in that video, it shows it was from your whole heart. It just the beauty of the vocals, just you know what I mean. It just encompassed this whole. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
And you know, let me tell you how funny that song came from. I call a friend of mine, a brother of mine, Jawari in California. You know, was talking about something, and then he said to me, "Say, give her thanks, family." See. I say, I didn't know, so never write a song where I say, you know what I mean? And so I started. And then when I finished the song, I called him and I said, Jawari, I hear a song this and I write it just because of the conversation over there, you know what I mean? So I just want to big up my brother Jawari, he's down in Jamaica. I think he's going to some fest and thing. Big up yourself, why? Because every inspiration is an inspiration, no matter where it comes from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we always try to, we always do it, not try to, but we make sure we credit everybody for their inspiration, whatever they have taught us, whatever the commission is or was. and what we can bring forth from that conversation. Big up
That's
everybody
right.
who
That's right.
inspire we within the time of our life for coming to this present. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Well, I tell you what, I have to say to you at this point, you know, that, you know, as far as we're concerned, your family, you know, you can't get away from us. You know what I
You
mean?
cannot get away. Sorry. We got
And anything you have to promote, if anytime you want to come back and say something to the people, then our platform is readily open to you. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks, feet, you know?
Yeah, man. You know, anything you want to say to anybody out there right now as we draw this show to a close? The
Well,
mic is open to you.
we just want to big up everybody who has a support Sampalue, who has been supporting Sampalue from time till now, and to some special people in the music, especially a good friend of mine, Clive Hunt, who when I sent him that song the other day, he sent him a voice note and said, brother, the production, the sound of your voice, the singing is on point. You are on your way, my friend. You're on your way. And I must say, bless up my friend Clive. Love and respect you. And all of the rest of them, even I them, everybody who has been a part of Sampalue Journey, you know, only put them and respect them. Jabari, the son, big up yourself, okay, so we can't leave you. You have to come stay by construction time in a boss. We're start with some project. So you have to come and come there. And congratulations again on you going to school. Wolmer as you know, your father alma mater, same way. 2018, valedictorian, went to university, mash up the place, and still go to law school and mash up the place same way.
Amen.
And now, a lawyer waiting to do your bar exam. Big up yourself, son.
Amen.
Holy
Amen.
love and respect. See?
Yes.
Like we always say, good son make a proud father, so you don't know.
Right.
Rose, thanks for your contribution.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I want you to, because your father ain't no regular run of the mill. I want to send a tribute to your father in our real life, because he's still alive, right?
Yes, and I can tell you something now.
Talk about your father for me, because
I want to say something before I start that with my father said.
Go for it.
It has something to do with him. Basically, June the 15th was his 80th birthday, you know? And so I was planning on coming, but I was after and I applied to the British High Command for a visa to come and visit my father, 10-year visa. I know the people have really turned me down. I'm like, they travel so much to come to England.
They turned you down.
I never put it up on Facebook because I want the people to know. It don't make no sense, Bossy. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but when I provide all information, all titles, all accounts, that don't make no sense.
Nah.
And the person said, they're not satisfied that I was about to come back from England after my stint of 21 days, which is 3 weeks. I said, is this person crazy?
Yeah.
Must be.
They must be crazy. I held a 10-year visa from 2003 to 2013. I think I came to England and probably about 3 or 4 times. I don't want to run me to go anywhere. I'm living in Jamaica. I even gave up my green card just to be in Jamaica. Come on. I don't want to run away to no place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
and that's how this country treat us, you know.
It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. Very, very sad. You know what I mean? But we say, Father Scandal, Phil Pratt, all of the names of them call them, Sir P, Mr. P. Yo, we couldn't do this without you, you know what I mean? Because you was the beginning of my life. Meaning, my mother couldn't have me without you. See? So you was the man who fertilized that egg. You was the beginning. You was the man who fertilized that egg to say, okay, Sampalue, go on the road. See? And so we are here and we give thanks to all of my brothers and my sisters, them and all of my family. But Mr. Phil Pratt, I salute you, sir. Willie Paloma Anna. And I hope that within the next few months, because I'm going to try again, you know. See it? I hope that within the next few months, I'll come and see you. So I'm asking the Almighty to give you all the strength and all the energy to hold on. Because I know you're not going away. Your father passed at 94. They have to say, they joke about them something all the time.
Yeah.
So you're not going away. You're not going to listen to 94. But me still want to come see you before, and would love to know so you can come in at Jamaica with me come on and vibe because me don't get that something there. Me don't get that something before and I beg you for that. But I love to know
So when last you come to the UK, my brother? When last?
It's been a while, you know, because like I said, the visa I had expired 2013, and then I didn't travel probably 6-7 years prior to that, you know, to England. So, you know, if we don't know the relevant authorities, then please make them know so that I'm not plan to run nowhere. If me never run away with me at 20, me never run away with me at 57. Understand?
Listen, let me tell you something. The UK is nothing to write home about. I've lived there all my life, and trust me, even I want to run away from this place. Yeah.
And all I want to do is just to come and see my father, because I don't care about if I am anytime I'm traveling, I want to be paid to travel. So I'm not going anywhere unless somebody book me for a show. All right, I'm here, but they are in Jamaica where we live and land. Understand? Yeah. So,
but you know, this is a country whereby only just because we're talking about this is why I'm bringing it up. You know, we had some people, you know, our family members and people during the Windrush who came to the UK, worked all their life. You know, there was a time where Jamaicans didn't even need a visa to come to the UK and vice versa until they started putting stringent measures. You understand? And then all of a sudden now, all the people that had worked here all their life, they're sending them back to Jamaica. You know, this country is one hell of a disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
So, yeah.
Very disrespectful.
So don't give up, my brother, because you must get through one way or the other.
You will. You 100% will. You will.
Yeah.
All right, man. Make them go. All right.
My brother, you have my full respect, you know, and I have to salute you, you know, 10-star salute. Yeah, man. Sharon Mango. Where I said to the big man before we leave.
Well, again,
we have to do a little dance routine after we leave this.
I know, right?
Make it easier on yourself. I to take the lick.
Listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want you to know, sir, it has been a complete honor to have you with us today. You were a joy to speak with. Your journey is one to write a book about because you have worked with the greats. Your next journey now is you. I look forward to see what you will be doing. And yeah, better make sure you reach our US too, because that is where I am coming right up front in that stage, right up front for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to want to know by them, man. If I'm going to by them, I call and say, Sharon.
Yes, Sharon, call me. Sharon, you know me is here. That's all you have to do. And if you need to do a little thing in the studio, it is in my house. You're welcome.
All right, no problem.
Anytime, friend. I am very excited about what is coming for you because you've answered your call. You 100% have answered your call, and now this is the next step in your journey. It's very exciting. I'm so excited. It's like it's me. I'm very excited for you.
That's how I feel all the time. Very excited about this.
Very excited. If you don't get excited about your journey and what you're doing, it doesn't seem worth it to me. That to me puts a whole new lease on your life, right? It gives you that. That's why I wake up in the morning. That's why God bless you to wake up in the morning to fulfill that destiny, that journey. You have done this.
Thank you.
And you are doing it. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love the music.
Yeah.
Much love and appreciation, you know?
Yes. But I love what you've done. Again, I have my copies over here. It's 10-star, you know, just to share with these little sister. So, yeah, very happy. God bless you, my friend.
Asking everyone to stay tuned for the new album. You know, we're working on it unmistakably. So we know we have whole heap of songs to sing.
Definitely. We're looking forward. Yeah, we're looking back. We can't wait. And we will be promoting it here first. And
we want to get first dibs on that album.
We want first dibs on that. Just so you know.
Most definitely.
Yes. First dibs on that. So we could be like, the album out. We want that. So yeah.
Sharon,
was
put
coming.
on your blue suede shoes, right?
I'm ready. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm ready. I'm always ready. That's how I'm gonna try to keep fit.
All
So I'm
right.
gonna keep dancing.
All right.
Dance.
Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna dance our way out of this show.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's do it.
Let's see.
Here we
Queen
go.
Hillary knows what I'm talking about.
Queen Hillary. Yes, did you hear her in there?
Fighting your brothers every day
Yes.
doesn't make no sense at all.
Big up yourself, Handel.
Yeah, Daddy Maestro, right? Yes.
You robbing, stabbing, shooting now.
Bless up, success over hype.
Yeah.
When you think it's peace and safety, it's all the destruction.
Woo!
The losses and find your trade, and they are gonna cut you down too.
So my brethren, take it easy on yourself. Woo!
Uh-huh.
Something that's constructive.
Yes. Sing it.
Sing out.
Sing out.
My brethren, walk a mile in my shoes. Yes. And then you'll be far, far from all wrong. Just make it easy on yourself.
We're gonna leave the building with this one right here.
Giving thanks and praise all the time.
Amen.
Jah, you wake me up from sleep. Father, I own thy love alone, thy little one that keep. All through the day I humbly pray, be thou my guardian guide. My sins forgive and let me live. Rastafari, place my sight. Give thanks for all things bright and beautiful. All creatures great and small, and all things wise and wonderful. Rastafari made them all things bright and beautiful. And all things wise and wonderful, Rastafari made them all. Your tender mercies, your love and your grace, your protection I can feel.
Yeah.
As I travel along this stage, you know I keep it real. In my going out, in my coming in, you will always by my side. And as I live my life each day by your words, I will abide. Give thanks for Kira, big up yourself, my daughter. Diamond, big up yourself. And Savage, big up yourself, you know. Yeah, but just want to big up the rest of my kids, them too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless up everybody who was here today. Handel, we want to bless up Success Over Hype. Queen Hillary, thank you so much for your brilliant and wonderful comments. Likewise, Kerry Lopez, everybody who was here today. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
big up yourself, Carly. You know, everybody that tuned in, you know.
Everybody, God bless each and everyone. Yes, Mark Reed too. Mark Reed, bless up yourself.
Yes.
We're going to get out of here and we'll be back here next week, Sunday, I do believe. Anyway, just check our Facebook page, SPRB Radio Channel on Facebook, and you can add us there for more information. We're out of here. God bless everyone.
Well, love. Stay